Birkin scam. I got scammed.
Again.
I lost a Birkin. I lost a Birkin and Birkin money. So, blah! Here we go again.
Yay!
I'm a scam sucker. Another speed bump in my Birkin journey. And then my heart sank as soon as the texts went from blue to green. It was a lesson. It was an expensive lesson. Okay. I've literally been dreading making this video, so sorry it took so long. But I gotta do it. Okay. Because I just really don't want to talk about it anymore, and I really am frustrated by the whole situation and what happened, and also concurrent, like, what's happened since has been even worse. So, like, I just, like, going down this memory lane now is, like, almost painful, but I'm gonna do it, so here we go. I got scammed again. This is gonna be part of my Sunday scam series. Here we go again. Okay, I messed up. I know. I don't even know how to explain it. I have no excuse. I am just a very gullible, I want to believe the best and the positive in people, and I also am very trusting, and also I just really wanted it, and I didn't really see any of the red flags. Okay, so I got scammed out of a Birkin. So that's what this video is gonna be about. Birkin scam! Yay! Birkin scam. Birthday Birkin scam. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm a fashion freak, a luxury lover, a shopaholic, chic shithead, a Birkin boy, a shopaholic, a scam slut, a scam target, no, a silly scam stupid sucker, a scam sucker. I'm a scam sucker. That's what I am. Definitely a scam sucker. This is 1, 2, 3, 4th. This is number 2 of 4 things that have happened to me. The first one was that rose gold one that I talked about for a while. This is my second one. Then I have a third one, a Prada scam, huge Prada scam with the corporation, with the company, with an employee. And then the fourth one, another Goyard scam. So yeah, I'm gonna stop buying directly from people. That's probably the lesson I should have taken from this 3 scams ago, but I didn't. I'm gonna talk about it. But basically, that's what this video is about. Birkin scam. I got scammed out of a Birkin. I paid for a Birkin that I did not get, and I got scammed out of a lot of money. Well, I wanted to get for my birthday that I didn't get, and as I've been waiting, working for my Birkin. So we'll talk about the scam, how to avoid it, hopefully in the future. A few red flags, things that I saw I should have noticed, what happened, how it happened, all those kind of things, and all that kind of stuff, and more in this video. So if that's something you're interested in, please stick around. Please smash the like button. Please consider subscribing and keep on watching. And if you've been with me on my Birkin journey for forever, you know how hard I've been trying to get this, how long I've been waiting. So this is just another road bump, another bump in the road, another speed bump in my Birkin journey. So, but hopefully it's all part of a longer, larger goal for me to get my bag. Somehow. I need to give it up. I need to let it, as my program says, like, just surrender and, like, give it up. And there must have been a reason. I don't know what the reason is. Maybe I'll find it out later. But anyway, okay. So, Birkin scam. So basically, if you watch my previous videos, I did not get my bag on my birthday, and I wanted to get it by my birthday. And so when I realized I wasn't getting it, I had been, for a while now, I've been, like, talking to people. I've been, like, you know, like, kind of not Pinterest, but, like, you know, marking and remembering certain Birkins that I've seen, Fashion File, Real, you know, like these secondhand ones and stuff like that. And I'd seen a lot of them. I never took any of the plunge, but I'd done my research. I was looking into them. There were some that I liked, some that I liked, but I really wanted to get it from the store. I didn't want to get it secondhand. I didn't want to pay the premium first because I'd already put so much pre-spend. And then I also didn't, and then after that, I didn't want to pay the less premium for a used one just because it was used, and I still can't trust if it's real or not, although most of these places stand by their authenticity guarantee for life, and, like, I'm sure most of them are. I just wanted one that was my own, that I got new, that didn't have any wear, that I made all the wear, that I grew together with and loved, and the marks were mine. It's this weird thing I wanted. I wanted it from the store. I want the validation from the store. So I've been wanting that for a while. So I hadn't took the plunge on any of those. And then when this happened, I kind of, like, went to this spiral of, like, am I ever going to get one? I'm never going to get one. I'm never going to get one from the store. So I should just try to buy one secondhand. So I went deep. I started talking to people again, people that I talked to, and there was this one lady who I had talked to. Now, I don't remember how I first met her. I think it was probably on one of the resale websites, like Vestiaire or Poshmark or what are the other ones? I don't know. It must have been Poshmark or Vestiaire because it must have been one of those two. Or whatever. I think it was Poshmark. Poshmark sounds right. And she had this beautiful, beautiful Birkin. 25, gray, tan, rose gold hardware. It was beautiful. Like, I couldn't believe it. And I had been talking to this woman for months. So somehow we met, and then we exchanged Instagrams, and we were talking on Instagram, DMing on Instagram. And I'd been talking to her for months about this bag. Kept saying I wanted it, but I wasn't ready to pull the plunge. I tried to negotiate down the price. We negotiated a few times. She kept agreeing to my price negotiations, which in retrospect should have been a red flag because she went way lower than current market retail for this bag. It's $25, and she went way under retail. Not retail, under resale. Ended up, yeah, so I should have seen that as a red flag, but I didn't think anything about it. I just thought, she really wanted to get rid of it. I asked a bunch of questions. I thought I asked all the right questions. Why are you getting rid of it? My boyfriend gave it to me. He didn't want it. It reminds me of him. Do you have the receipt? Sent me receipt. Sent me all the photos. Sent me the serial number that matched the receipt, everything like that. I took the photos. I put it in a Facebook group. I got some mixed reviews on whether it was authentic or not. So I wasn't sure. So then I cooled down for a little bit. But then somebody told me to get it authenticated by Baba Baby, which is like a big authenticator, respected Hermes authenticator person. And so I reached out to Baba Baby, and I reached out to the lady too, and I was like, do you have any authentication proof of this? She said somebody was going to buy it, but they didn't end up buying it. So they did go to Baba Baby and got it authenticated. So she sent me the Baba Baby QR code, and I clicked it, and it went to the photos, the same photos of the same bag, and it with the serial number, and it was confirmed by Baba Baby. I emailed Baba Baby. They said if that QR code is real, then that code is real, and I did authenticate that. But Baba Baby only authenticates. Baba Baby is so much fun to say. Baba Baby only authenticates via pictures, not in real life. I wanted somebody to authenticate in real life. So then I asked her if it was possible for her to authenticate it, to have me authenticate it first and then pay. And she said you could pay for half, and then I'll send it to you, and then you can pay the other half once you're done. Once you authenticate it. And if you don't, I'll refund the money. And so I thought that was a pretty good deal, and I was going to have her ship it to me. But I didn't go through with it for one reason or another because I was still giving her the money up front. And so I didn't do that. I wanted to actually physically authenticate it. Then, for some reason or another, she said she was visiting LA. And I didn't think this was a red flag either. So I was like, oh, you're in LA. Let's meet up in person. I'd love to meet up in person. See the bag, feel the bag, touch the bag, take it to Authenticator, authenticate it with you, and then buy it. And she's like, fine, but I don't meet people without payment first. And I was like, what do you mean without payment first? She's like, I've been scammed before. I've been tricked before. People have taken my bags from my truck while I was talking to them at coffee. People have, tried to steal money from me, steal bags from me, things like that. And it all sounded legit and real. And like now in retrospect, all this sounds like a story, whatever. But I was like, oh, okay. So she's like, I need to take payment up front, at least half. And I was like, I don't want to pay you half. Can I pay you this much? And she was like, no, you need to pay this much. And I was like, can you at least just show me? I didn't even think to FaceTime her. I didn't even think to whatever. Eventually she gave me her phone number. I didn't think to FaceTime the phone number. It was an iPhone. It was iMessages. I didn't think to FaceTime her. I didn't think to reach out and, I don't know, get some other like proof that she was a real person, like talk to her, like nothing. I don't know why. I just saw the best in her. I assumed this is why I'm a very trustworthy person. I'm too trustworthy to a fault. Like I see the best in people. It's not good. So I just assumed that she was a real person and assumed, you know where I'm going here. I don't think she was a real person. Or if she was a real person, she's a very good scammer. Anyway, I didn't check to make sure she was real or not. Basically, I just kept going, talking to her. Eventually, I said I wanted to come see it. And she said she was staying. I said, can you come to here? And she's like, oh, what a coincidence. I'm staying there. And I didn't think that either, that it was weird that she was literally like down the street from me. But I didn't think anything of it. And I was like, okay. First she said she was going back and forth. She was staying somewhere else. She wouldn't tell me where she was staying. She was being very weird. She wouldn't tell me where she was staying. She wouldn't tell me how long she was staying. But she said, I can come meet you there. And then she told me that she was staying here. And her boyfriend was this, and her boyfriend was that, and her boyfriend was taking her to Malibu. When she wasn't responding, she was with her boyfriend, blah, blah, blah. But she's staying at this place down the street, and we can meet up as soon as I make the payment. Should have been a red flag. Next red flag, she only accepted Zelle or Venmo or Apple Pay. No, Zelle or Venmo or Apple Pay. No PayPal. I don't know what other services there are, but PayPal, at least you can track the things. Venmo and Zelle, you're sending directly to a person, and once you sent it, it's like you only have 30 minutes or something. And then, and Cash App. Cash App was, and I had never used Cash App. So these services that I didn't really know how to use, are services where you give the cash directly. And once you've given it, technically it's you giving it to someone else that you trust, which I found out later. You can't get it back. Unless you complain right away, you cannot get it back. You can fight, you cannot get it back. Because you, in good consciousness, sent that money to that other number. Anyway, so I tried sending her money to these numbers. I thought I was going to get the bag. So I thought we were going to make the deal. I wanted the bag. I went to the dark hole. I did all my research. I was happy with her, and I was going to get the bag from her. So I decided to pay for it. And we agreed on a number. that I was going to pay up front and I would pay the rest once I got it. So she said, do this number, this service, this is my assistant's number, this is my this number. I kept going through all these services. It kept canceling. Google Pay, everything. It said decline, fraud likely, decline, fraud likely. I ignored all the warnings, decline, fraud likely, decline. I kept trying to send the money to her over and over and over through all these services because I wanted to get the money there. So it ended up sending like 100 here, 100 there, 500 here, 500 there, 1,000 here, 1,000 there, Zelle to this number, Zelle to this number, Zelle to this number. Kept adding up. I was like, okay, I've sent you this much. Can we start now? Nope. You need to hit this threshold. Okay, I've sent you this much. Nope. You need to hit this threshold. She was like very collaborative. She's like, no, you can call Zelle. You can do this. You can change your crease limit. I was like, why is it like flagging me? Like, I don't want to do it. I kept, and then at points I would get a little suspicious. I'd be like, I don't want to do this anymore. Can I have my money back? She's like, no, we got to keep going. We're almost there. It's like, no, I want my money back. Can you just send me my money back? She's like, no. I'll send you your money back if you don't like the bag. First, let's finish the amount. And I was like, why can't you just send me my money back? And I would get frustrated. And then I would go down the spiral and I would just send her. Then I would get frustrated, but I was like, I've already given up this much. I might as well see it through, send all the money so I can go see the bag. I wasn't thinking that this is a scam. She keeps taking more money from you. I don't even know if it's a she, actually. Both of her associates, all three of her associates were men. Her assistant, her boyfriend, her other person were all men. Anyway, and I was texting with them too. So I Zelled the assistant. I Zelled the other person. I cash out to this person. I cash out to this person. I cash out to her. They kept coming up with these fraud likely or like declined. But then one would go through and I would get, and so like we built it. And I was like, okay, I'm this much short. Can we come meet it? No. Finish the thing. I was like, okay. And then at one point or another, she didn't really remember the number that we agreed on. So I was like, okay, we made it. And she's like, oh, okay, great. And I was like, can I come see it now? And she's like, yeah, of course, I'm staying here, come here. And I was like, great. And I was like, I told my mom, I told my friend, I was like, oh, I'm going to get my Birkin, I'm going to become Werkin, I paid for my Birkin. This is so exciting. 25 at 10, rose gold hardware, a few scratches on it, but other than that, in great condition, selling for me like at a great price, like a steal of a deal, which I should have realized. So she gives me the address. I Googled the address. It's for an empty house, like a house that's for sale. And she says she's staying with a friend. Didn't think much of that either, but whatever. She probably just Googled my area, Googled a house nearby that was available, and whatever. So I went to the gate, it was guard-gated community, went to the gate, said I was here to see her at this address, and they were like, called, and they said, looks like they were talking to the owner or someone. They were like, nope, there's no one by that person here, and there's no one by that person here coming to see that person. I didn't give my real name either, actually. I assume she didn't give me her real name. I didn't give my real name. And they said, no, are you sure that's the right number? Check again, check the name. I was like, yeah. And then I texted her. I was like, hey, I'm at the gate. They're saying you're not here. I texted her. I called her. Didn't pick up. Called her. Didn't pick up. Said, try again. They called a second number. Second number said, no, there's nobody coming to this house today. So he's like, can you please pull around? Wait over there. Kept calling her. Kept texting her. No response, no response. And then my heart sank as soon as the texts went from blue to green. Went from blue to green. Called. Went straight to voicemail. Called. Went straight to voicemail. Blue to green, blue to green, blue to green. Not going through. Texted her assistant a few times, went through, no response, called the assistant, no response. Then he went to blue to green. Then the other number I tried, went to blue to green. Went back to Instagram, tried to DM her, blocked on Instagram. So basically blocked. So at this point, my heart's like, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And I realized that this person was a scam. And like all along the way, my mom, my friend, like everyone was telling me this sounds like a scam. But I was like, no, she's real. We've been talking for months. And she's giving me this bag. I've seen the bag. I've seen photos. It's real. And I just was desperately clinging so hard to the fact that this was a real bag and I was going to get it. Long story short, it was a scam. She disappeared. Her Instagram is still there. My friends can see her Instagram. She blocked me, so I can't see her. But my friends can see her. She's still posting things. I sent her Instagram to a couple of other people. They're like, this obviously looks like a scam person. You're not allowed to comment on her photos. She has weird proportion of likes. Her like this, like that. Like there were all these wrong things with her thing that I didn't know about. Lesson learned, obviously lesson learned, but I lost a Birkin. I lost a Birkin and Birkin money that I spent. I've spent the last couple of months, this happened in June, which is my birthday. I spent the last couple of months on the phone fighting with my bank, fighting with Zelle, fighting with Cash App, fighting with Apple Pay, fighting with Google Pay, trying to get this Venmo, trying to get portions of this money back. Some people give me a little bit, but not a lot, a little bit, not a lot. I've recovered some of it, but I'm still waiting on a lot of it, and I keep contesting it. But basically, I'm an idiot. I got scammed. Somebody took advantage. But I spent all this time and money on this scam. I like literally spent all this money and I didn't get it. I lost all the money. I lost the bag. And it was a lesson. It was a stupid lesson that I learned. And hopefully it will never happen again. But I can't say it won't happen again because I got scammed twice more after that, which I'll talk about in the next two videos. But I filed a police report. Oh, so I filed a police report. I contacted the NACHA, like the National Association of like Exchange of Monies. I contacted the Federal Trade Commission. I filed an IC3 internet crime report. I did everything I could, but there's nothing I can do now. I don't know if the police are going to catch her. I don't know if anyone's going to catch her. I don't know if she's a she or not. But basically the lesson is, do not buy from people directly and give the money first. Get the product, then give the money. Also, some sort of invoice, PayPal invoice, or something like PayPal. When you pay with your credit card, you can always contest it with your credit card. Amex is always good about that. Always going to do that from going forward. But I'm really not going to do this anymore. I'm never going to buy it directly anymore because I cannot. This scam and the Prada one were both, the Prada scam was just as expensive, if not more, of Birkin expense level. I've lost so much money. Cannot tell my dad about it. He would kill me. My mom is, supportive, but like confused as to why I would do this, or just being kind. But like, I just, I'm like, feel like I have to like sell my left kidney or like sell like everything to like make up this loss. Like it's a lot of loss, like no bag and loss. Anyway, I mean, I can go into more detail, but I reached out to these places. I've done everything I did. If there's anything else you guys think I should do, let me know. But basically, it's gone, and it sucks. It was a really nice bag. I really wanted it. I thought I was getting a really cool. It was 25 or 30. I don't even remember now. I think it might have been a 30. Rose gold hardware. Greasy tan. I don't know. Maybe you guys can all like flag her Instagram account too. I'm going to try to like, I don't know, like what else I can do. But like, this person is a scammer. Do not get scammed by her. Do not buy directly from people on Instagram. Lesson 1, do not buy directly from people in general. I know Real and Fashion File sometimes give people fakes, and that's terrible. But at least if you find out it's a fake, you can return it to them and get your money back and deal with it like it's a company. Going forward, I mean, obviously first I want to get it from the store. But if and when I do try to buy resale, I'm never going to buy it from anyone ever again. It was an expensive lesson. Stupid expensive lesson, but it's life. I've made peace with it now. I'm over it. Like, it's kind of removed now. I've tried everything I did. I can't do anything, and I got to move on. I'm like, you can always make more money. Like, life is too short to like sit and obsess about it. I learned the mistake. Hopefully I learn from it and I grow from it. And that's the best. I didn't obviously grow from it because 2 more times I messed up, but they all happened at the same time. All 4 of these things happened at my birthday. So I'm not going to count any of those. I'm going to count them all as one, even though the scam played out at different points later. So the Prada one happened a month later in July. And the other go out one I actually bought bought at the end of August for another reason, which I'll talk about in that one. So that was actually a separate scam, which I bought directly, but I thought it was real because I thought, whatever. That one ended up being a scam too. So, blah! Anyway, I got my grade scammed. So that's all I got. I hope this video was helpful. Sunday scams, yay! Okay, if you have any other questions, let me know in the comments below. I don't even know what else to say in this video. It happened. I wanted to tell you guys, I'm telling you guys, and now I'm going to move on. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, please consider subscribing. Please smash the like button. Please share with your friends and family. If you hated it, share with your enemies and exes. I know your time is valuable. I know your time is precious, so I appreciate you spending your time here with me. Thank you. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.